Happy Thursday, everybody. So, my low is I still looked. Sisu is not playing anywhere in my area, which makes me sad because I want to see a cute little puppy. I want to see a cute little puppy, guys. I mean, yes, I know it's obviously a lot more to it than just the puppy, but come on, they're marketing the dog. I want to see the dog. You know? Cute little puppy. Oh, puppy, puppy, oh, puppy. Again, kitties and puppies are weakness of mine. Moving on. But my high can be summed up as bragging rights activate. Because the Masked Singer was awesome, and the person I wanted to see go to the semifinals won. I'll get to that in a minute. And my act of kindness was when visiting my parents, I brought in their garbage, I emptied the dishwasher, and we got to meet up with my brother for ice cream a little bit later, and we took my nephews to the Dairy Barn, which is great. This is legit our first trip to the Dairy Barn as a family. Okay, my mom was working, but it was my dad, myself, my brother, and my 3 nephews. You could almost say it was a guy's day out. So we got ourselves some ice cream. It was actually ice cream before dinner, so it was pretty sweet. I got myself an Elvis sundae made with Gold Bar ice cream. If you don't know what Gold Bar is, it's essentially sea salt caramel ice cream with peanuts, pretzels, a little bit of the peanut butter swirl. Basically, it's like a candy bar ice cream, but it's Gold Bar. And it's really good. Love that. But actually, one flavor of ice cream I've kind of been craving lately? Neapolitan. Yeah, I know, chocolate vanilla strawberry. Can you believe that? I was always more of a vanilla guy. Oh, great. Now I'm thinking of that one Simpsons clip where, where the Simpsons have, 4 pints of, Neapolitan ice cream in the freezer, but Homer only eats the chocolate. So he's but they're all empty. So chocolate. 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 Marge, we're out of chocolate vanilla strawberry. I'll get you at the store. Chocolate. I love that scene so much. Because that actually would be me. That is how I would react if I wanted chocolate and it was not there. Ooh. There we go. So all that happened. So let's talk about the Masked Singer, because I said bragging rights activate, and Medusa got to go to the semifinals. Yes. Seriously, Medusa has been my favorite to win this whole thing. The fact that she had to almost get eliminated only for, I think it was Nicole that saved her, that is insane. It's not fair that the California roll is 5 people against 1. See, that caught Medusa by surprise, but she knows better. She is a fighter, and I get a feeling next week, she's going to be getting some revenge. First on the California roll, and then she's going to be able to, no, dog, I win this whole thing. Medusa's my girl for this. And she's really good. I'll get to her in a minute. Actually, I could get to her first because she was the first to perform. She did Mercy by Shawn Mendes. And one thing about Medusa that I believe Jenny McCarthy Wahlberg figured out, mentioned anyway, was every song she's ever sang when on The Masked Singer, that was attractive. So I had a loogie to hug up. I'm fine though. I totally just swallowed it. Yeah, I know, I'm gross. I'm sorry. Look, I can't be this perfect image all the time. I have to at least establish that I'm human, ladies and gentlemen. Otherwise, it wouldn't be cool. Right. So Medusa did Mercy by Shawn Mendes and totally making the song her own. She was great. And then the Gargoyle, man, the Gargoyle did DJ God's Fallen in Love by Usher featuring Pitbull. That song brings me back so far. Because I can't think of one night I went out to go, dancing at frat houses in college without hearing that song at least once. And for all intents and purposes, it is a very catchy song. It is. And to Gargoyle's credit, he did a great job. And then the Mantis did You Really Got Me by the Kings, which, alright, it was good. Unfortunately, the Mantis was the first to get eliminated. And it was none other than Lou Diamond Phillips. I'm like, bro, you can sing, dude. It was great. So, now we get to the Battle Royale between Gargoyle and Medusa. And the song they did was Centuries by Fall Out Boy. Now, Gargoyle went first. Personally, I would have done ladies first, but whatever. So Gargoyle goes first. He does a great job. And then came Medusa. Oh, Lord. Where do I even begin with this? Like, again, she wound up making this version of the song her own. But, sometimes when you go to a concert and you hear singers just be like a, wah! like that kind of note, you know what I mean? Like, that's the note that gets everybody on their feet. Everyone like, oh. Like, Medusa hit a note very much like that. And I'm like, oh, girl's gonna win. The girl is gonna win, okay? That is not even up for debate. And it was funny, I was watching my mom. What am I watching my mom? What? I was watching the show with my mom. And she's hogging the remote. So we missed that Medusa announced was the winner. But we got to see Lou Diamond Phillips present her, the staff that, she got to move on and stuff like that. So that was great. And when the Gargoyle was getting unmasked, obviously the judges make their picks. Robin Thicke was actually the closest to who it was, because he guessed it was Joey Bosa from the Los Angeles Chargers. It turns out, for those of you who don't know, Joey Bosa is a really great defensive, either he's a defensive end or a linebacker. I think he can work both, I suppose. But the point is, he's really good. And I was thinking Joey as well, but I'm really glad it wound up being Chargers wide receiver Keenan Allen. I tell you what, though, I don't know if it was his natural swagger because he plays in the NFL, or the fact that because Keenan Allen said his mom made him do like all the choirs when he was a kid and stuff. But when Keenan Allen's done playing football, he really could make for a great entertainer. He really could. Although the coolest thing is, seriously, if you look up his performance from last night, especially during the Battle Royale, I think it was the Battle Royale, he was doing the Gwitty. I may not play Fortnite, but I know it. For those of you who don't know, the Gwitty is like some weird dance where like you pretty much like put your feet together, like your feet are moving like this, and your arms are going like that kind of. I can't really do it when I'm perched on. When I'm perched on here, I can't really do much. Such is the fatal flaw of getting comfortable, sitting like this. Which, by the way, I really am comfortable sitting like this. So I could probably do a better job, putting my legs on a little more. There we go. So, okay, that's not very comfortable at all. There we go. What else did I watch last night? Well, Chubby Connor made it to Burbank City. That was pretty cool. 5 videos in, and he still doesn't have a second Pokemon yet. Weird. For that matter, okay. His Tepig reached level 16. And for those of you who don't know how it works, when Pokemon are able to evolve, it's more often than not at a certain level. And Tepig is supposed to evolve into Pignite at level 16. It didn't evolve though. I was very shocked by this. That shouldn't be the case. And yet it was. I don't know why that didn't happen, but there you go. But no second Pokemon yet either. Honestly, it's just like Pignite. It's his Tepig, which he named Pignati, and his army of 5 Lillipups, which he named like Lalapup, Lalapup, Lillipup, Lalapup, and LOL, LOL, Pup. LOL, Pup, if you will. And here's the thing, the reason why he wants to do this is because when you catch a Lillipup with the pickup ability, it's able to find items at random. So basically you have 5 Lillipups, all able to find pretty decent items at random. And naturally items get better as the Pokemon, levels up further, which is great. Here's the thing though, pickup is kind of like a low evolved form Pokemon ability. Like, there's a reason, and it doesn't really have much use in battle. It really just has use outside of battle. That's why more often than not, if you see a Pokemon with a pickup ability, it immediately disappears upon evolution. Because it's not really useful anymore. By that level, you're probably strong and have enough items where you should be fine. But it really is a fun trick to just get like a whole bunch of free items. And useful. Honestly, because he did the same thing when he did Black and White. And I'm like, I can't believe I never thought of that. Weird. Like, how did I not think of this? To be honest, I love Pokemon, I'm a Pokemon fan, but I'm late to the party for a lot of things. Specifically, like, back when HMs were a thing, there was actually a thing called HM Slaves. I was in my very late teens, early 20s, when I learned what an HM Slave is. For those of you who don't know, if you're playing like anything between Red, Blue, Yellow, so Generation 1, to X and Y, which is Generation 6, there were moves you could learn at unlimited uses called HMs. And if you teach a Pokemon HM, it uses up a move slot. So people decide, let's dedicate one Pokemon that we're never going to use to know these moves. We can keep them in our party if we need them, and then we can go on with the story from there. For the most part, most of the HMs were, Surf is a good HM. So is Waterfall. Strength is a decent one. The rest really aren't that great though. At least not to my knowledge. They're good for like in the beginning of the game, but then like you can move on to bigger and better things. So if you're going to teach a Pokemon an HM that you're going to keep and use, it should probably be a water type, so Surf or Waterfall. And then he got strength. That's not a bad one in terms of physical attack power. So, there you go. Again, I'm totally such a nerd. I'm sorry. Anything else happen? I watched the Something's Burning podcast with Bert Kreischer. His guests were the trainers, Megan Trainor and her brother Ryan. That episode, oh my God, was legendary. Seriously, one thing they talked about is people having ugly feet, people having ugly nipples, the whole talking about whether or not you're on Team Paris Hilton type thing, which, I want to point something out right now. I want to mention this here. When Paris Hilton was getting all that flack for all the stuff she was doing, in the early to mid 2000s, everyone around me was pretty much anti-Paris Hilton, right? Team anti-Paris Hilton. And honestly, I didn't know, I didn't know a choice. I had to be, right? Again, it was not fair for me. Because anyone who's ever actually seen Paris Hilton or knows what Paris Hilton does, it's more than just famous for being famous. She's done a lot of great work. So naturally, when I saw her on Hot Ones, and I remember her Hot Ones episode, she was really great in that episode, by the way. You know what? I'm just going to say right now, I'm Team Paris. I am Team Paris Hilton all the way. That's right. There is no way she is ever going to see this video. I doubt anyone else is probably ever going to see, or at least get to this part of the video. I can tell you this. If you thought Paris Hilton was bad way back then, I say you give her a second chance. Besides, the controversy that she had, that was years ago. The early mid-2000s. It's 2023, guys. We can let that go. For that matter, we can also let go of the whole Chick-fil-A debate, too. For those of you who don't know, Chick-fil-A, back in 2010, was we're not letting people of the LGBTQIA community into the stores or something like that. For the record, that was pretty much 13 years ago. And since then, they have rescinded everything they ever said about that. Now, if you want to say Chick-fil-A was late to the party, we can do that. You're more than welcome to say, you're a little late to the party, bro, but, we're glad you're here. But, come on. We can let that go now. Besides, someday, my area is going to get a Chick-fil-A. And I want to be able to get a good chicken sandwich without being under any controversy, please. Yes, we have a Popeyes, and that's a damn good chicken sandwich, let me tell you what. But there's something magical behind Chick-fil-A. If you've never eaten a Chick-fil-A, whether it was because of the whole controversy back in 2010 or not, you should at least give it one chance. One chance. And that's it. And if you don't like it, bro, if you don't like it, you don't have to go again. Okay, I'm ranting way too far. So anyway, Masked Singer was great. Watching Sugar Conway has been a blast. Yes, I'm Team Paris Hilton all the way. And you know what? If we ever get a Chick-fil-A in this area, I'm gonna do what I can to be first in line, damn it. I hope you like this video. If you did, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. I just realized I'm probably gonna be under a lot of controversy because I just said what I said at the end. I've been through worse. Hey, listen, my heart got broken last year. I've been through worse. I hope you like this video. If you did, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, thank you for your home video. For all of you guys watching, enjoy today. We'll be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thursday. Remember, if you guys want to talk to me, let me know. Right back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.